American football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one, and it's all up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's our visiting team and our home team. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's that age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
You know, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back and forth, but it is no question. With players, they want that #1 seed, they want that bye, and they want to be sitting on their couch during the wild card round watching everybody else beat each other up. You factor in that rest. You factor in getting your legs back under you and getting some guys back, maybe who were out some previous weeks, and you're playing in front of your home crowd. That's every team's dream to start the season, and it's exactly what we got here.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading them out, the #3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards for the touchdown.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here is Anias Smith. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. But those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to be getting ready for the offseason.
Here's a 2nd and 9. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 2. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. This one fielded out beyond the 25. Yeah! And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The home team's offense ready now for their second drive. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. Has some room inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
The key to a good run game, Mike, is you don't need everybody in the offensive line to win. You just need the person at the point of attack to what we call distort the defense. You've got to move that defender out of his gap, and that's the run lane. That's exactly what he did there, and it led to a real nice game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And the defense has it. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Jahan Dotson.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. To return, it is Turpin. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The home team's offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. High fives to that punt return team. Nice return a moment ago. They are set up with a short field as they get it on 1st down. Now Dowdle. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to take this all the way home.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Isaiah Rogers now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing.
Oh, Barkley has fumbled. But he'll gather it back in. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger, as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week, and we are back at it with the 3rd quarter. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the visitors get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now an opening past the 30. He's inside the 30. Inside the 20. He's to midfield. Still on the move. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds here, and his guys will have it to start the fourth. Time has run out here in the third quarter. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Has an opening past the 40. Oh, looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The defense has it. What a shame to get a big gainer out of the running game and just at the end turn it over. The defense walks off the field with the football.
Mike, we don't see rush plays of that length very often in the NFL, so then you finally get one, and it's a shame you forget to protect the ball, and it leads to the takeaway.
They'll drop to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Oh, he coughs up the football. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover, and they will hold on to the football. The ball comes out. It is picked up by the defense.
Not that it's much of a consolation, but either way, Mike, that's going to result in a turnover. Going forward on 4th down, he's clearly stopped short of the sticks. In this case, might be trying to make something out of nothing there to keep that play alive, but great job here by the defense coming away with the stop, and now we'll see if the offense can come on the field to take advantage of it.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had all sorts of ball control problems in this one. Let's take you back through the moments. Nothing gets you in a coach's doghouse or next to the coach faster than fumbling the football. He's done it multiple times. Very big hole for his team to dig out of. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And now for a second time, he loses the football. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The defense has got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. I fumbled the football. The defense has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The home team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. To the ground, a 1st down run. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense.
Just trying to make something happen, and the ball's loose on the field.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on. As the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.